Hello and welcome to Feel Good Services, and thanks for being part of the Feel Good family. We keep on growing day by day. There is this term that is usually used very loosely. Oh, I have OCD. Oh, my OCD kicked in. Today we're going to talk about obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. Let us not mistake being organized as being OCD. OCD is the fourth most diagnosed condition in outpatient services, and it is mostly identified in adolescent males versus female. And these individuals usually have other mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. And really, the cluster C, what is very common about those individuals are anxiety. So if you talk about avoidant personality, they have anxiety. If you talk about dependent personality, they have anxiety. And then if you talk about obsessive compulsive disorder, they also do have anxiety. So now let's explain the words obsession and compulsion. So obsession is the thought, and the compulsion is the act. So when someone has the obsession, which is the thoughts, the repeated thoughts, and then they have the compulsion when they do the thoughts or they act on the thoughts that they have, that is where we say that they have the obsession and the compulsion. And when it gets in the way of you being able to do what you're supposed to do on a normal basis, then we say you have the disorder. So obsessive compulsive disorder. That is simply what we're talking about. So now we're going to get into some of the way it presents. But let me remind you that people with OCD usually take this case to their physicians instead of their psychiatrists, because in most cases they do not see it to be a psychiatric problem. Now, some of the types of OCDs are contamination. The person thinks that they are always contaminated. They are always dirty. And these people are a bit different from germaphobics. So these individuals will keep washing their hands with the intent that they are contaminated or their hands are not well washed. A germaphobic is someone who is afraid of germs and not necessarily just repeatedly washing their hands. So there's a distinction. So for someone who is OCD and have the contamination, they keep doing things repeatedly with the fear that they have germs or they are contaminated. The other group is those with a doubt. So they're not sure of something. An individual could not be sure of whether the door is locked. So they will climb up to go sleep and then think about it, come back down, and then come and check the door. It's locked. Go back up and then still have the thought that it's not locked. They'll come back down. So that obsession with the thoughts and the compulsion coming down to check the door, when both of these happen and then it gets in the way, then that is when we say you have OCD. And then it could also be an obsession with the stove is not turned off or anything like that. So anytime there's a doubt. So we talked about contamination. So the next one is intrusive thoughts. So in this case, really there is not the compulsion. It's just the obsession. It's just the thoughts that are going on. And it's very intrusive, very commanded, telling him or her to do something. These people you find not acting on the thought, but they will report themselves to authority. So someone is repeatedly have the thought of molesting a child, sexually abusing someone, committing a crime somewhere or some form of a crime. So what will happen is they'll either turn themselves into the police or go to their religious leader and tell them that, hey, this is what I'm going through. And please do not take it lightly, because it is something that they're really going through. And if help is not received, they might act on it. The other thing is symmetry. So they want things aligned a certain way. They want things organized a certain way. And that is what I first said. Do not mistake it for someone who is organized, because these individuals will repeat, will keep doing it, will continuously do it. And by so doing, it makes them to take much longer in getting anything done. They are slow in nature, because if the books has to be aligned a certain way, they will make sure that every horizontal line is horizontal and every vertical, so nothing crosses. These people have that obsession and compulsion. And these are also some others. Religious obsession, the hoarders, people that keep a lot of stuff. Hair pulling, nail biting, masturbation, these are all OCD. So you can imagine if someone has OCD about masturbation. So in terms of treatment, we have behavioral therapy, we have psychotherapy, and we have medication. In either way, you have to, the individual have to realize that these are just the thoughts and really not real. And then find a way to deal with those thoughts so that they don't keep acting on it. Eti abusia ene de eka ho asem no ye obsessive compulsive disorder. Obu onuma utimu se oye tebiano na bibi pote wo se oye no. Ubo se no okoso no ye. Tuni obi tifie tembia ye so ndum stay over no enti opie no aba no asaba be stove no eno na ye doubt no asa onji ndi se adekro no waye. Enti dubo no aye no a check it no asaba no a check it. Obu on ma door no oh me tu punu no epie no akwa punu no obekọ no atum no aba na sai ni so ntum no asa akobio. Obu on so a obu on se tembia ne se ne ho ayefi to be gari obu on wati be ho ne sa na ne se aye dry na afi de crack but still of feel se ne ho ayefi. Ana obi wo ho no mo so a onya adwen ne se wo se oye bibi. Oh, but on active on it. But essence adwene hye no sunti no ubon se na onu obi adi hu nkomo enti ye ka se OCD a de kan nyina na ye obsession no ye se adwene na eba otrim no ana compulsion no ye se oye adekro enti na no mienu no ana ye distinguishing factor no but underlining you know so no say ya ma esu hu kwan se adwumade bi a wo se udi no untumi endi eno na ye kan say OCD. Now some of these OCDs no so ebetima ba no say faith gidie bi awo mu anaso bi a okra neoma bebre nti ye ma na ya mumie hwe nie na ya na duru bi ana neoma na ya doso ana hair pulling obi on ma na otwi ni tinwi nail biting ana masturbation nti obi o masturbate pa no OCD na won say be yede ende ontimi mpie kra do akwa bibia ye nti de wanu nyina wo honom but ni nyina mu no you best say na wapemwa because treatment e wo honom also edma they be said the mechano. The goal of our videos is to have us have the basic understanding of these conditions but not to make us experts in it. It is very important that you be able to identify and then seek treatment or help others. On this note, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we'll keep growing the Feel Good family. Thank you.